Hey everybody, it's Gamer number 98 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. We're still in the middle of the post game, and it's about time I did this. We're going to go to the Safari Zone, not before Shuppet interrupts our plans. Get out of the way, you. There's a reason I left the Safari Zone so late. 1. I hate it. And 2. More Pokemon actually appear in the post game. Yes, national Pokemon can appear during the post game. So what we're gonna do is, what's this say? Oh. Okay. Welcome to the Safari Zone. Or you can catch for just 500 Pokédollars. Would you like to play a Safari game? No, I won't really, but I've gotta do it. So we receive 30 Safari Balls, which are the same as Great Balls, and you want a sort of time limit. When you take a certain number of steps, then your game is over. I believe it's 500 steps, but you can't really say that in this game for some reason. Now, this Safari Zone is split into 4 different sections, and there are some sections that can only be explored with certain bikes. Like there's an Acro Bike section, there's a Mark Bike section, and ooh, Pikachu! Nice find. The only problem is the reason I hate the Safari Zone is the mechanics around it. You can't battle the Pokemon. You cannot weaken them, and it is insanely luck-based. And I hate that! If I could just weaken them, then I would have a better time in these areas. But we caught a Pikachu. Pikachu can only be caught in the Safari Zone. There's a whole bunch of other Pokemon exclusive to this area, especially when you get the National Pokédex, because more Pokemon appear that way. You can catch Heracross, I believe. I don't remember, alright? Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood anymore for this. I'm just not in the mood! Either way, you'll find these Pokéblock feeders here. You place a Pokéblock in them and it draws wild Pokemon in. So you have a better chance of finding rare Pokemon. So this is the second section. Oh, we can go surfing. I think there's an item down here. Yes, there is. It's a Max Revive. That's awesome. Probably won't need it now because there's not much left for me to show off in this game. There's only this, the final Trick House puzzle, and more legendary Pokemon. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and we also have Girafarig. Now, you can get near, or you can throw a Pokéblock, and I only have 1 Pokéblock. There's no bait, so instead, your food sources are consumable in this rendition of the Safari Zone. In later generations, oh damn it, well, specifically Generation 4, okay, we can only get over there with a Mark Bike. They did do different things for the Safari Zone. More interesting things, like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That does have the best Safari Zone because you can actually manipulate the terrain in any way you want, which will affect the Pokemon that appear. Alright, let's go to this area, exclusive to Acro Bike riders. Just take enough steps and your game is over automatically. Go hop in. Pokéblock feeder. Pokéblock. There's also rocks you can break. Where is the lake? Oh! There was an item right there, you buggers. No! I'm going back! I'm going back in there! I'm getting that item! Wow. Did I get lazy all of a sudden? I'm barely doing anything informative anymore. Alright. I'm just gonna say a little something. Later on, some point later on in this month, it's June now already, really. I can't believe it's already June. But anyway, you guys need to look out for a video when I'm done with this LP, because that video is gonna be very important. It's gonna come later on, and it's a calcium. I wasted 500 Poké Dollars for calcium, but you know what? Spending 9,800 on it, and an unremarkable oddish. Get away from me. For 24 hours. I'm going to catch a lot of rare Pokemon here and trade them with my friends. Who get you? What's this? Oh my god, I found a Vampy! Yeah, you get the idea. I believe this is a... Is this a post-game only Pokemon? I don't know. It might be. You're right, I found a Vampy, so I'm gonna try to catch it. I actually caught it. But yeah, why I hate the Safari Zone? But I should mean this. Let's see. Vampy, the long-nosed Pokemon. Vampy's big ears serve as broad fans. When it becomes hot, it flaps the ears busily to cool down. Even the young are very strong. Yeah, okay. Anyway, why I hate the Safari Zone? Purely because of the mechanics of it. It's far too luck-based, and I hate luck-based gameplay. Because, you know, it's just a big screw you moment to the player. Here's looking at you, Mario Party. Nothing over there, okay. I mean, for one thing, Pokemon can run away from you. And it is luck-based if they run away. It's all down to chance if they run away or not. And that just sucks. Also, the fact that, you know, it's just a big middle finger to you. If you find a rare Pokemon like a Chansey or a Kangaskhan, and it runs away, that just plain sucks. Also, the fact you can't battle the Pokemon. You can't weaken them. It's all down to chance. You can throw a rock at them in early games to stop them from... to make them easier to catch, but more likely to flee. You can throw bait at them, which makes them less likely to flee, but also harder to catch. It's just so stupid. And I'm actually glad they didn't return the Safari Zone in Generation 5. I was like, good riddance. Ugh, hated it. Hate. I hate. Why did I go into the Pokemon Center? We have other things to do. We're gonna go to the Trick House. Oh, wait a second. Let's see if I can find it. If not, then I am screwed, because that thing on the news in the previous part, it's a roaming Pokemon. And well, it's gonna be hell for me to track it down. Just so I'll be able to track its movements better. But either way, I'm not focused on that now. We're going to the Trick House. I have no idea where you are. Huh? Beneath this cushion. That makes no sense. Unless there was a hole in the ground, then that would make more sense. But either way, this is the 8th and final challenge of the Trick House. Available only after you defeat the champion. And this sucks, because ice cave physics. The ground, the yellow ground here is polished, so you go sliding around it. It sucks. Just plain sucks. And speaking of suck, I'm not suited. I'm gonna go to my Iron Giant because I can use Brick Break on you, and that's bad news for you. Oh no, that's not threatening at all. Now watch this. Oh. Ha. take it out. Yeah, quad weakness. While I'm going through this area, I should probably talk. I could give my a more detailed opinion of what I thought of the new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, and you know, I guess I will do that then. So, Gates to Infinity. I said it was very slightly disappointing, probably because I was expecting too much of it. Alright, go get him, Ben. I was expecting a little too much of it. I was expecting it to live up to the Explorer games, and it doesn't. The story takes so goddamn long to actually get anywhere. And you know what? It still has some good points. The music's still good, the characters are still good. There are aspects in the game that actually make it both easier and harder in certain ways. And already we find the scroll. So now the challenge is getting to the end of this nonsense. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Some aspects that make it easier is the fact that you... Oh, an item, okay. No! Like, you recover HP naturally when you walk around the dungeon. You still do that, but you seem to do it a lot faster. Sceptile could use that. And also they removed hunger for the most part. Only about 3 dungeons in the entire game actually have hunger. And why do so many people complain that hunger's gone? It was such a frustrating mechanic because you constantly had to keep yourself, you know, you had to keep your belly full, and I hated that mechanic so goddamn much because the game just likes to screw you over in that aspect, especially with grimy traps, constantly making your food go bad so that it would do things like poison you and it would fill your belly up less. I hated the hunger mechanic in past games. It was a big screw you moment. You had to make sure you were stocked on apples, and if you weren't, if you realized you had like 1 apple too many, then it was going to give you a tough time. And that just sucked. It made the games, you know, harder in a bad way. It was faking difficulty, in a sense. So I'm glad they removed hunger, because it sucked. There are some dungeons in the game that have a hunger mechanic, but only like 3 of them. And they are post-game. They are post-game dungeons. Also traps. Yes, traps return. God damn it. But the traps aren't as bad this time. I mean, for one thing, they actually disappear when you activate them. So you can no longer step on them multiple times to get affected by them. Also, traps are a little less frequent. Now, on to what makes the game harder. Well, for one thing, Jesus Christ, I hate the mysteriosity mechanic. The mysteriosity mechanic doesn't appear until the post game, but when it appears, my god, it can fuck you over so goddamn much. It is the worst thing. Mysteriosity, it can range from 1 to 5 and it's random. The lower the number, then the less it will screw you over. If it's higher, then you have more chances of having distortions, which do actually have benefits for you, like they affect the enemy Pokemon, but there are also those that affect you negatively, like you can't use items, you can't use your abilities. Sometimes the benefits are that your enemies will be slower or they all fall asleep. Oh, but they also affect other stupidity stuff. Like, for one thing, you can sometimes randomly whisked off to a flawless dungeon for a bit before you can actually return to the main dungeon itself. So it basically makes the dungeon go on for longer, which also sucks. Not only that, but one thing I just hate that they did in this game. They made the dungeons bigger. Remember the Sky Tower Summit in the first games and how big those floors were? They're pretty much that big like 80% of the time. nothing but loads of corridors and tons of dead ends. The dungeon floors are just too big in this game. So it's just a stupid fake way of making it last longer. Trickmaster I love. Ew. Whatever. We did it anyway. 8th and final trick house puzzle. It took me all night polishing floors. Well, what should I do? My fountain of ideas for tricks has run dry. Perhaps it is time I told the country on a quest to diverse new tricks. Devise, even. I hate to admit defeat, but you have bested me. Still, you must have been reeled in by my charisma for you to visit me again and again. Yes, you must have. But that has nothing to do with my losing. In recognition of the friendship between you, the driven, and the genius that is myself, I demand that you take this keepsake. Actually, there are two, a red 10 and a blue 10. Which do you prefer? You can only pick one. I'm gonna pick blue because blue's the better colour. Green tops them all, but whatever. Blue's still good. This is a secret base. This is a secret base decoration. I am leaving on a journey of discovery, a quest in search of new tricks. I wish that you will one day visit and entertain me again. And now, farewell. But there's a catch. If you check the cushion he was sitting on this 8th and final puzzle, you'll actually get a nugget. And that is the only time you can get it, ever. So make sure you get it, because you can never go back once you go through that door. So now the trick house is completely done. And I'm only up to 17 minutes. There is no affix to the scroll. I am leaving on a journey. Don't look for me, Trickmaster. Also, without saying much, Gates to Infinity's climax underwhelmed me. I'm not going to say much, but the Primal Dialga fight in the Explore games was a hell of a lot more climatic than what we got in Gates to Infinity. Granted, me and Final Boss themes, I love them, and I love this one. It's just Bowser's Inside Story syndrome, as I call it, where the game has a superb Final Boss theme, but it's just not used in-game all that well, because the Final Boss itself, it doesn't really, you know, fit the actual theme itself, and it's the same deal here. It's just such a great theme. Primal Dialga's theme was a little more sad. This one's a lot more triumphant. I'm not saying any more because, let's be honest, not everybody, you know, likes spoilers. So that was what I think of Gates to Infinity. Slightly disappointing. It's better than Blue and Red Rescue Team, but definitely not as good as the Explorer games. Anyway, okay, here's our tent. I'm going to place this here. Yeah, it can! Yeah, we got a little tent we can hide in. Boing boing, boing boing. Wait a second, are you sure that's a Trico poster back there? It looks more like Turtwig. Oh, whatever. Now, real quickly, one thing I did not mention, I did know this though, but I never mentioned it, is that you can actually decorate your bedroom in Littleroot Town with dolls and cushions. So if you were to go into your home and then up into your bedroom, this blue mat here, you can actually decorate it by going into your PC, and you can actually put dolls and cushions on that mat over there. So low type dolls going there. Wilma doll. It's freaking big. Oh, it's so damn picky. So that is a pretty neat thing you can do. Damn, you're big. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. So, I guess that's it for today then. Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're gonna go catch some more legendaries. Yeah. 3 more legendaries that we're gonna catch, and it's not gonna be pretty. So until next time, see you later.